contest.
Yeah.
Friday night basketball, Minneapolis Lady Lions on the road, Russell, Kansas. Both teams winless in the league so far. Minneapolis with one win more in the column than Russell does. Ladies coming off a big win at Clay Center on Tuesday night. They can exhibit some of that same speed, hustle, and defense that they showed Tuesday night at Clay Center. Good things carry over tonight, hopefully, for them.
And I was just thinking earlier, 2 Mahoney's still on the team, and Russell has as poor record as they do. That's pretty amazing.
That is amazing. Set to announce the starting lineups for the ladies.
Minneapolis has won the last 2 games against the Broncos, one by a deuce and one by a single point. So I probably imagine it'll be another close game tonight. Hope not, but like to see us win by a bunch.
Well, if they, like I said, if they run that pressure like they did the other night at Clay Center, they can cause them turnovers. Russell, like most teams that the Lady Lions going to face this year, will not be able to keep up with them speed-wise.
Yeah.
Minneapolis front court and back court, for that matter, they're all fast. Good, fast girls. There's one of those Mahoney's you're talking about, Dale.
Yeah.
Senior, Valerie Mahoney. Minneapolis will start the same way they have this for the season.
Oh!
Atwell, Frazier, Perry. Crossing and going.
Homecoming night for the Russell Broncos. Winter homecoming. So I'm sure both squads will want to do their best to beat the Lions tonight.
Yeah, it always makes it funner when you do the homecoming dance with a victory, but hopefully the Lions can spoil that.
Thank you very much.
So we're just about ready for the opening tip. Mallory will jump center against Valerie Mahoney. Mallory and Valerie have competed against each other all through junior high and high school now. The Lions control the opening tip, and it's going to be a jump ball.
And Mallory's tweaked an ankle a little bit.
Mallory just twisted an ankle.
That's not the way to start a game. Hopefully she can walk it off. Well, now they're going to re-jump it.
I don't know how they re-jumped that after there was already a possession. Megan Donovan in for Mallory. She controls the tip to Atwell. Atwell gets it down to Perry on the wing. Drives inside, drops it off the cross, and crosses, goes up strong. She's fouled. Fouled by number 44 for the Lady Broncos. That's Julie Riles. That'll put Crossan on the line, shooting 2. Jordan's first free throw attempt, nothing but net.
Need Crossan and Donovan step up big in Mallory's absence.
Second attempt off the back of the rim. Donovan's right there, gets up for the rebound, but she's going to be called over the back. Hagan will pick up her first personal. Foul number 1 on the Lady Lions. Mahoney to inbound for Russell. Minneapolis with a full court trap and press. Mahoney gets it across the timeline. Picked up in front court by Perry. Swing it to the far wing to Mahoney, back out front. Down on the baseline. Minneapolis playing zone defense. Perry gets a tip on that ball. Almost with a takeaway. Skip pass cross court, back top of the circle. Tipped out of bounds by Perry. Lady Broncos will inbound at the half court line. Baseline move. They're going to get Megan Donovan with her second personal early in the quarter. Just a minute gone. Mahoney to inbound for Russell. Skip. Pass across to Mahoney, sets up for 3. Minneapolis backs off the defense, and Valerie buries the money ball. Russell up 3-1. Perry kicks it over to Labus, swings it over to Frazier on the wing. Atwell with a nice dribble move into the paint. Russell controls the board, brings the rebound down. Audie Atwell with a hand on that. Minneapolis almost with a takeaway. Over the back on Krista Frazier, but no foul called. Mahoney with the dribble spin move. Rebounded by Crossan. Perry brings the ball down the floor for the Lady Lions. Labus over to Atwell. Atwell out front with the ball. Kicks it to the right side to Frazier. Back to the top of the circle. Perry with a nice dribble move into paint. Up with the shot. Rebound Crossan. Back up off the glass. Rebound Crossan again. Jordan with a nice rebound there. Puts it off the glass. Ties the score at 3 apiece. Russell breaks the press. And Labus controls the glass. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Lady Broncos. I couldn't get you to scoot down just a little, could I? Russell inbounds under their own basket. Mahoney out for 3 again. That one's in. Count it. Valerie Mahoney with all 6 of the Broncos' points now. Atwell with a pass down court. It's going to stay with Minneapolis off Russell. Atwell inbound for the Lions. Perry, a little Jordan Crossan there for the rebound off of Jessa Perry's missed jumper. And Jordan with 4 points for the Lions. Check that, Jordan with all 5 points for the Lions. Labus with nice defense, shuts Mahoney off. She drives down the sideline. Skip pass back over to Mahoney. She looks for three, but Perry puts a hand in her face. Atwell almost with a steal. Skip pass across court. There's going to be a foul called on number 44. That's on Riles. That'll be number 2 on her.
Foul on number 44, Julie Riles, for second. Second team foul.
Riles takes a seat on the bench. Atwell will bring it up for the Lady Lions. Labus with the ball top, brings it left side to Perry. Perry with the drive move, brings it back out, look inside to Crossan. Back out front to Shoemaker. Off Crossan's foot, picked off by Mahoney. Mahoney drives all the way to the basket. Nobody steps in front to pick up the defense. Coach Darrow takes a timeout.
I think she scored all 7 of their points, hasn't she? No, 6.
Yeah, they've got the score wrong because it should be 8-7. That basket good by Mahoney. She's got all 8 points. There they've changed the score.
8-6 is what it is. Wherever it went. Yeah, there you go.
Coach Darrow takes a timeout so they can get the defense set. He wasn't too happy with that drive penetration by Mahoney, bringing the ball all the way down the floor.
You think somebody could have seen it coming?
Coach Henderson over on the sideline over there getting a tape job done on Mallory's ankle. Hopefully she'll be back up and in the ball game. She's lacing up the active ankle and getting ready to put the shoe on. Labus inbounds for Minneapolis. Russell pressures. Steal by Russell. And how that wasn't a traveling violation is beyond me, but it's going to be a jump ball by tie-up, and the ball will go to Minneapolis. Russell's going to go back, put pressure on Minneapolis for the inbound. Atwell dribbles through it. Atwell all the way down. Minneapolis not able to rebound. Shoemaker there on the defense, and Atwell's there to pick it up. Nice takeaway by Jarrah Shoemaker. She gets it across to Atwell. Down to Perry on the baseline. Perry spots up. That ball side of the backboard and out of bounds. Eight to 5. Russell with a 3-point lead. 3:18 to go in the first period. Mahoney with the ball, picked up by Atwell. Skip pass across, brought up top the key. Get it inside to 42. She goes up strong off the glass, but it's going to be rebounded by Jordan Crossan. Perry brings it down for the Lions. Back out top to Labus. Swing pass to Shoemaker. Atwell back to top to Perry. Jessup dribbles over, hits Shoemaker on the baseline. Shoemaker for 3. Count it, and that ties the score, 8 apiece. Minneapolis, that's going to be, it should be a backcourt violation as Russell comes from the front court, take that pass. Mahoney drives. Labus trying to get position for the rebound. Jordan Crossan picks off the board, and she's going to be fouled.
Fouled by Natasha. Whatever her last name is.
Florian picks up the foul. That's third team foul for the Lady Broncos as Mallory Goeth checks in and
Haley George.
along with Haley George for the Lions.
And Frazier.
Krista Frazier also in. She brings the ball down the floor. Get the ball in to Goeth on a cut. 6-footer. Rebounded by George, and she brings it out. George over the top. She's pushed around in there pretty good, but she's going to get whistled for a traveling violation. I thought there might be a pushing foul called. Score tied with 1:53 to go in the period. Labus with the arm on the back. She's going to get whistled for the pushing foul. Third team foul on the Lady Lions. Russell to inbound under their own basket. Shoemaker right there with defensive pressure. Mallory Goeth with the rebound. Shoemaker brings it up for the Lions. Skip pass to Frazier. Frazier looks inside, takes it back out top to Shoemaker. Shoemaker dribble penetration. Back over to George on the left side. George goes baseline to Frazier. Frazier tries to go over the top. Ball's going out of bounds. She saves it. There's going to be a push on Mallory as she goes up for the shot. They're going to call it on the floor. It'll be the Lady Lions basketball. As Audra Atwell checks back in for the Lions. Haley George comes out, Jordan Crossan in, and Ann Labus will come out. Shoemaker set to inbound for the Lions. Mahoney comes back in for Florian. Frazier on the baseline, kicks it back out top to Atwell. Atwell goes inside to go with a little dribble penetration into the paint. Mallory tips it back out. She's going to get whistled for the foul. She goes over the top. One minute left in the first period. 8-8 tie. Minneapolis is going to pressure full court. Mahoney with the ball. Kicks it to the right side.
Tipped by Shoemaker.
Atwell with the rebound. Frazier breaks to the other end. She brings it back out. Spots for a three from the corner. Mahoney with the rebound. 25 seconds. There's a three-pointer hoisted up by the Lady Broncos. Rebounded, reset the offense. Basket up and good. Doherty with the bank shot off the glass.
Shoot it, girls, shoot it! So many times they seem to have no concept of what the clock is when it comes down to the end of a quarter or a half. I guess that comes with experience.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But everybody on the floor should be letting her know how much time's left. Coach Darrell hollering from the side, but with the noise that's going on in here, it's tough for the players to hear. First quarter comes to a close. Russell with a 2-point lead, 10-8. Team fouls even, 4 apiece. Second quarter begins with Lady Broncos inbounding the ball. Minneapolis picks up man-to-man. And we're going to get a traveling violation. That's going to be called on Christy Banks. Check that, Rebecca Wassinger. And Russell's going to pressure the inbound also. Perry slips by. She's going to take it all the way down, off the glass and in. Nice break to the basket by Jessa Perry. Jess is going to hawk the ball in the backcourt. Minneapolis is going to set up man-to-man again. Russell trying to drive around the baseline. She's hooked by Krista Frazier. That'll be Frazier's first foul. Team foul number 5 on the Lions.
Foul number 4, Krista Frazier, her first. 15
Back to the corner. They get it inside, and there's Jessa Perry with some quick hands, almost with a takeaway. Wassinger spots up, rebounded by Atwell. Minneapolis headed the other way. Perry on the break. Atwell looking to get it to her. No space made. Crossing at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Frazier on the left side. Mallory at the top of the circle. Gets it into Crossing. That ball's going to be off Minneapolis, turned over to Russell. Mallory tries to go over the top, dump it into Crossing on the baseline. Tip ball by Russell, out of bounds off to Minneapolis. And there's going to be a traveling violation as Wassinger with a little hop step there. Official right on top of it makes the call. There goes Perry again, looking like she's going to drive. Back out that well, go with the top of the circle, swings it left side, right side for Frazier, three-point shot off the rim, rebounded by Crossen. Jordan with a nice little touch there off the glass, bounces on the rim a couple times, falls in for bucket Minneapolis. Puts the Lady Lions up by 2, 12-10.
Might be our first lead of the evening, isn't it?
So close to another traveling violation. Atwell steps out, almost gets the pick off. Krista Frazier playing tough defense. How was that not double dribble, Dale? She put it on her hip, held it for a step, and then dribbled it again. Ties the score at 12 apiece. Goeth from the top of the circle for 3. Right into Frazier's hands. That ball's tipped stolen by Frazier on the pass. Krista spots up for 3, and it's nothing but net. Make it 15-12, Minneapolis.
Timeout, Russell.
Russell coach off the bench. She takes a full timeout. Nice heads-up defense.
Nifty steal there by Krista Frazier. Yep.
Little lazy pass right there on the baseline as Russell tries to get it to Mahoney. Stolen away by Krista Frazier. Lady Lions headed back down on defense. Krista left all alone. She turned around, spots up for the 3, and it was nothing but net, Dale.
I was watching real closely if her toe wasn't on that line.
It was real close. Minneapolis up 3, 15-12, 5:44 to go in the half.
Good to see some of our rebound shots actually going in the basket.
The Lions wrestling squad victorious last night.
Yeah, I guess that was a league duel or something.
They dueled with Belleville and Southeast Sicily, victorious in both of those. Russell inbound. Minneapolis is going to pick up man-to-man full court.
And they're doing Ellsworth tonight.
Mallory Mahoney, sophomore for the Lady Broncos with the ball. And Jessa Perry, nice defense there. Mallory steps in front for the takeaway. She drops it over to Perry for the
good
banker off the glass.
Team play there.
Minneapolis, biggest lead of the night, up by 5, 17-12. Jessa Perry right there to steal it away. Minneapolis headed back the other way. Bounce pass in the lane, and we're going to get a foul called on Russell. I believe that's going to be called on Tribble as she grabs Atwell's arm. Team fouls all even again at 5 apiece. Shoemaker set to pull the trigger for the Lady Lions under their own basket. Kick it out Up to George. Set the offense. Baseline to Shoemaker. Shoemaker look for the three. Back out to George. Swing it over to Atwell. Atwell gets it into Lavis. Lavis a little dribble move. Haley George chases down the loose ball. Right back at her. Kicks it back out to George. They're going to set the offense. Look to Shoemaker on the baseline. Shoemaker inside to go with. Back out to Shoemaker. Atwell with the ball, top of the circle, kicks it over to George. Down the baseline to Shoemaker. Shoemaker looks to get it in to go. A turnaround jumper from 6 feet. Rebounded by Mahoney. Broncos off the other way. That's going to be out of bounds off Russell. Turn it over to Minneapolis.
The baby Mahoney, the last in the line, maybe.
Do you think that's the last one?
The fourth or fifth one, isn't it?
There's been 100 of them come through here. Atwell out top of the ball. Dribble inside. Pass down the baseline to Shoemaker. Shoemaker looking inside to go with. Gets it into Lavis. Lavis with a little jumper. Rebounded by Riles for the Broncos. Mahoney picked up out front by George on defense.
Oh, puller, pivot foot like crazy.
Atwell gets a hand on that. Russell able to save it. And that's going to be out of bounds. Dribble it on the baseline. Turnover to the Lady Lions. In for the Lady Lions, Jordan Crossan. Krista Frazier. 17-12, Minneapolis up by 5. 3:34 to go in the half. Jessa Perry will bring it up for the Lions. Crosses the timeline. Swings it to the left side of Frazier. Spots for three, and that's going to be off the front rim, up and in. She gets the shooter's roll. That extends the lead to 8, 20-12. Minneapolis Lady Lions with an 8-point lead. Riles out front with the ball. They drop it to the baseline. Kick it back out to Wassinger. Got an illegal screen set by the Lady Broncos. That's going to be on Karen Sear, I believe. 16 foul on the Lady Broncos. That's Sear's first personal. As I said, 16 fouls on the Broncos. One more, and the Lady Lions go to the line to shoot 1-on-1. Perry bringing the ball down for the Lions. Out the top of the circle to Mallory. Gets it inside to Cross. Cross and dribble move in the paint. She's fouled. Shoot a line, shoot 2. Foul called on number 34, Bethany Doherty for the Broncos. And that's 17 fouls, Dale, so 2:47 to go in the half. Minneapolis will be 1-on-1 the rest of the way. Crossing at the line, shooting free throws. First attempt. Off the back rim. Jordan's second trip to the free throw line so far this half. Second attempt is on its way. It's going to go back rim also. Rebounded by Riles for the Lady Broncos. Wassinger steps up, take the pass. Guarded by Perry. Frazier on the defense down on the baseline. Kick it back out top to Mahoney. She spots for a three, and that's going to be air. Out of bounds. Turnover to the Lady Lions. With 2.5 to play in the first half. Minneapolis up by 8, 20-12. Perry's bringing it down for the Lions. Russell sets up half-court man-to-man. Gets the pass into Crossan, and she shuffles the feet as she turns to go.
We would invite you to remain in your seats at the halftime of the girls' game as the Russell High School dance team will be performing.
Wassinger bring it up, back over to Mahoney. That's got to be backcourt because she come across again, and they're not calling that. Perry takes it all the way off the glass for two. Minneapolis with a 10-point lead now, 22-12. We're under 2 minutes to go in the half. Over the top to Wassinger. She drives in. We're going to get a foul called, I believe, on Jared Shoemaker. Jared reached in, tried to tie the ball up. No, they're going to get that.
Crossan.
Check that. That's Jordan's first foul. 16th foul on the Lions. Russell inbounds to Mahoney. Shot on the way from the baseline, rebounded by Mallory. Over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker kicks it down to Frazier. Frazier looks at the three, back out to Shoemaker. Shoemaker spots for three from the top of the circle. Count it, 25-12. Minneapolis up by 13. Lady Lions shooting lights out from beyond the arc.
You're going to have to forgive me. I've been raised on Minneapolis girls basketball where they don't hit three-pointers. This is amazing.
Lights out from beyond. I think they've only missed two from beyond the arc tonight.
Yeah. I have to.
19 to go in the half.
Pinch me. Am I dreaming?
Russell coach off the bench takes a 30-second timeout. Couldn't wait till halftime to talk this one over. She wastes the timeout with 1:19 to go. Girls shooting the ball well tonight.
Very well. Let's hope they keep it up.
That's
great.
Center game carrying over a little bit, I think.
Did you see what the Riley County girls did? The Beloit girls the other night.
Wow. We stopped at Subway on the way home, and Coach Bengesser stopped in for a sandwich. He was on his way back home, and he was a little shocked.
You got a couple of super athletes there, I guess. I wonder if one of them is still the younger sister of, the guy that plays for the Jets.
Oh, McGraw?
McGraw.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah. She's supposed to be a pretty good athlete.
Minneapolis steps up for the trap, and there's going to be a tie-up. Minneapolis will get the ball back on the alternate possession. Nice trap by the Lady Lions. Atwell will bring it across for the Minneapolis Lions. Sets up the offense. She's going to be guarded by Mahoney. Somebody's got to go get the ball. Gets it off to Perry. Jessa guarded by Wassinger. Under a minute to play. Minneapolis setting up offense. Atwell with the ball. On the wing. Pick set by Crossan. Kicks it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker back to the top to Atwell. Audie backs it out. Going to reset the offense. Mahoney awful close. Atwell drives all the way in the lane. Going for the
Mallory mistimed her jump there.
jump shot in the lane, yeah.
Ball bounced too much.
Doherty with the ball on the wing, guarded by Shoemaker. Back out top to Wassinger. Skip pass across the court to Mahoney. Shot on its way, off the rim, rebounded by Doherty. She puts up a shot and it's in. 25-14, 10 seconds to go in the half. Perry bringing it down for the Lions. Over the top to Atwell. Atwell looks inside, crossing at the free throw line. Count it, nothing but net. Make it 27-14. Mahoney launches one from full court. And Minneapolis goes to the locker room at halftime with a 13-point lead, 27-14. Good half by the Lady Lions.
Excellent half. That second quarter was phenomenal. Russell scored 4 points. We scored 19. We scored 19.
19. Check that, 19.
19-4 run on them that second quarter. Well, back with second half action shortly. Here we go.
Second half set to get underway. Minneapolis with a 13-point lead, 27-14. Russell will have the ball to start the third quarter. Lions start the second half the same way they started the first half. Perry, Frazier, Atwell, crossing to go with. Washer brings it down for the Broncos, down to the corner. Skip pass over to Mahoney, back to the top of Washington. Look inside to Riles. Turnaround jumper, rebounded by Atwell. Lady Lions off and running the other way. Russell picks up the man-to-man. Swing it to the right side to Perry. Looks inside to Crossan. Back out top to Frazier. Over to go. She backs it out. Guarded by Doherty. Perry with a nice move into the paint. And she's going to be fouled by Washington, I believe, with a push from the back. First team foul on the Lady Broncos of the half. It's Washington's first foul. Atwell pulled the trigger underneath the basket for Minneapolis. Over the top, little 6-foot jumper by Mallory over the top of the rim and in. 29-14, Minneapolis up by 15. Lady Lions going to pick up man-to-man. Same way they ended the first half. They try to go over the top, Doherty. Riles in the paint. Jumper off the front of the rim, rebounded by Mallory. Pass it off to Atwell. She brings it across the timeline. Nice look inside to Crossan. Turnaround jumper. Just short of the mark, and it's rebounded by Riles. Mallory jumps in front, tries to steal that away. Good hustle. Ball goes out of bounds off Minneapolis. Russell will keep possession. Mahoney to inbounds for the Broncos. Gets it into Wassinger. Coker hands it off to Mahoney. Mahoney guarded by Perry. Over the top to Riles. Doherty in the paint. Goes up. They're going to get a pushing foul. I believe they're going to call that on Mallory. It'll be her second personal. First team foul for the Lady Lions. Broncos with the line inbounds. Riles gets the ball in the paint, takes it off the board for three. Cuts the lead to 13, 29-16. Goes, swings it to Atwell. Atwell looks. Back over to Frazier to the left side. Get it into Crossan off the glass. That ball's going to be tipped by Riles. Wassinger runs it down. Doherty on the drive. Off the glass, rebounded by Coker. Puts up a shot. Rebounded by Doherty. She brings it out. Out top of Wassinger. Looks inside to Riles. Riles drives. Back out top, tipped by Perry. Mahoney runs it down. Baseline move, spin. Off the glass. Rebounded by Perry. Perry with a bounce pass to Atwell. Atwell off the glass. Count it to Minneapolis. 31-16. Minneapolis back up by 15. Look inside to Riles. Crossan covers her up. Nice tip ball by Mallory. Riles tries to pass over the top. Jordan Crossan picks it off. Minneapolis head the other way on the turnover. Atwell gets it inside to Mallory. Turnaround jumper, 6-footer is good. Extends that lead. Extends that Minneapolis lead to 17. Minneapolis still in a man-to-man defense. Nice defensive help on the baseline by Jordan Crossan. Gets it down to Perry. Perry's going to take it all the way. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. That foul will be called on Doherty, I believe. It should be her second.
Second team foul.
Jess Perry at the line shooting two. Jess's first free throw attempt off the mark. Lady Lions mass substitutions here. Megan Donovan checks in for the Lions. Jarrah Shoemaker. Second free throw attempt. Doesn't touch rim. It's going to be a violation. Turn it over to the Broncos. Krista Seamers also in for the Lions. She's on the defense right now. And Jessa Perry is going to be whistled for the pushing foul.
Pretty obvious.
Little touch there at half.
A little.
Jessa Perry's first personal. Coach Darrow gets Atwell off the bench. She comes in for Perry. 4:33 to go in the third quarter.
Shoemaker's in the game.
That's going to be three on Megan Donovan as Wassinger streaks down to the paint, throws up an off-balance shot, but she's hit as she goes up. Lady Lions with 3 team fouls. 4.5 to go in the third period. Wassinger on the line, shooting 2. First free throw's good. Second free throw attempt's up. It's going to be short. Donovan there to pick up the rebound. Shoemaker brings it up for the Lions. Over to Donovan. Swings it to the right side to Atwell. She looks inside to Goeth. Goeth puts it on the floor. Dribble moves. 6-footer up and in. Mallory goes with a nice spin move on the baseline. Make it 35-17. Minneapolis up by 18. Full court man-to-man pressure by the Lions. And Russell having a hard time. That's got to be close to a 10-second violation, but they get it across. And Mallory's going to pick up her third personal. She tries to shut off the baseline, but doesn't get there quick enough. That brings Crossan off the bench. She'll come in for Mallory. Russell inbound under their own basket. They trail 17-35. Baseline. Kick it out top to Coker. She swings it over to Wassinger. Wassinger takes it back out to set the offense. She's going to be guarded by Atwell. Minneapolis dropped back into a zone defense. Headed out of bounds was Russell. They tried to bounce it off Seamer's feet. She picks it up, turn it over to the Lions. Shoemaker drives, takes it off the glass for 2. Makes it a 20-point Minneapolis lead, 37-17. Wassinger to bring the ball up for the Lady Broncos. It's going to be another, should have been another takeaway. Dribble out of bounds by number 42, Florian. Riles comes in for Florian for the Lady Broncos. Russell drops back in half-court defense. They're going to play the zone. Atwell with the ball for the Lions. Passes Donovan over to Seamers on the right side. Seamers looks inside. Shoemaker steps out top. Almost an ill-advised pass, but Atwell able to keep control of it. Crossan steps out top of the key to take the pass. Seamers in the lane. She's fouled by number 22 for the Lady Broncos. Sear. Be the third team foul on the Broncos. Minneapolis will inbound under their own basket. Frazier's set to come back in for the Lions. Jarrah Shoemaker will take a seat. Second team foul on Sear. Seamers to pull the trigger for the Lions. Tried to get it to the baseline to Atwell, who was unguarded, but Russell closed, knocks it out of bounds. Seamers over the top to Cross and dribble move into the paint. Kicks it back out to Atwell. Atwell swings it over to the right side to Frazier. Baseline to Seamers. Seamers back out to Frazier. Frazier will set the offense. Krista skip pass over to Donovan. Hustle by Audra Atwell. Tie up. Minneapolis will retain possession. (37-17), 2:28 to go in the third period. Minneapolis up by 20. Seamers inbounds to Minneapolis, gets it to Atwell. Atwell with a nice drive into the paint. Backs it back out to Seamers. We're going to get a 3-second violation on Minneapolis. Turn it over to the Lady Broncos.
She pulled her foot and didn't get called for it.
Yeah, I thought Audie traveled too, and no call. Perry comes up off the bench. She's set to check into the next dead ball. Riles with the ball for the Broncos. Crossing out there on the defense. Riles drives in there, and we're going to get an offensive foul called on Riles. That's going to be 3 on her as she just runs over.
The Seamers gets up. What was that?
Well, Krista felt like she got hit by a Mack truck. Back into the Minneapolis lineup is Jarrah Shoemaker and Jessa Perry. Seamers and Atwell take a seat. Donovan inbounds to Perry. She'll bring it up for the Lady Lions. She'll be picked up just after the cross half court by Wassinger. Swings it over to Shoemaker on the left wing. Pick set by Crossan, rolls off. Shoemaker brings it around, backs it back out. Gets it off to Crossan. Donovan with the ball. He's guarded out front by, passes it off to Shoemaker, over to Perry. Perry drives inside, ball's loose. Megan Donovan chases it down. Goes over the top to Perry, and she's going to be fouled. Stepping in for Russell was Florian. She didn't get there soon enough, and she's going to get called for the blocking foul. It's going to be 5 team fouls on the Lady Broncos. Minneapolis will inbound under their own basket. Checking back in for the Broncos is Valerie Mahoney, and number 22, Karen Sear. Shoemaker set to inbound for the Lions. Goes over the top to Frazier. Frazier dribbling around Mahoney, passes back down to the baseline. Shoemaker inside to Crossan. Crossan, turnaround jumper off the glass, rebounded by Mahoney. Valerie turns around, she's going to bring it down. She's going to be picked up by Perry, and Perry's just hawking that ball. Mahoney drops it off to Wassinger. Frazier on the defense. Thrown away, turnover to Minneapolis. Lady Lions haven't scored for a little while, Dale. Sitting on 37 for a couple of minutes.
Neither of the Broncos. They scored 3 points this quarter.
1:07 to go in the third period. Minneapolis up by 20, 37-17. Perry walks it across the timeline, picked up out top by Wassinger. Down to Frazier. Mahoney steps out on Frazier. Kick out pass to Donovan to the top of the circle over to Perry on the right side. Perry with a little dribble penetration goes to Donovan. Donovan off the glass. That ball's hard. That's going to be a foul called on Jarrah Shoemaker. She's behind the play, unable to get defensive position for the rebound. I believe that's Shoemaker's third personal.
15 foul.
Check it. That's Jarrett's first personal. That makes the team fouls even at 5 apiece. That's going to be Minneapolis ball off Mahoney. Turn it over to the Lions. Nice pressure by Perry. She tips the ball, but she tips it right off Mahoney's hand. Inbound to Shoemaker. Shoemaker picked up by Sear. Crossing inside, dribble move across the paint. She's fouled by Doherty. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot the traditional 3-point. Puts the Lions up by 22, 39-17. Atwell to check in for the Lions, and she will take Jessa Perry's spot. And Seamer's up off the bench also. She's going in for Jarrett Shoemaker. Coach keeping fresh legs on the floor. 22 seconds to go in the period. Minneapolis enjoys a 22-point lead. Jordan crossing at the line to shoot one shot. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Make it 40-17, Minneapolis. Valerie Mahoney with the ball, picked up at half court by Audrey Atwell. Over to Wassinger, guarded by Frazier. Skip pass to Mahoney. Back out top. Wassinger guarded by Frazier. Russell puts up a shot that goes. And that's how the third period will end. Minneapolis up 21, 40-19. Good looking move by Jordan Crossan down there.
Yes, it was.
On that last possession.
It was. I was just thinking, I look forward to seeing a lot more of that, hopefully this season and her junior and senior years.
That's right. Jordan on the right side of the basket. Little pressure. She just takes a dribble. Move, goes to the left side, takes it off the glass. Good run by the ladies. Close out the third period.
Thirteen to 9. They're 13 to 5. That score quarter.
13 in the period. Broncos only managed to get 5 points.
Two big quarters for the Lions there. Hold Russell to very few points.
And as it was Tuesday night in the Clay Center game, Dale, it's that defensive pressure that Minneapolis is putting on that's causing a lot of those points.
Yep.
Fourth quarter set to start. Russell with the inbound. Starting the final period for the Lions is going to be Perry, Atwell, Shoemaker, Donovan, and Crossan. Minneapolis man-to-man. Wassinger with the ball, guarded by Shoemaker. Pass it over to the left side, right side to Mahoney. Mahoney with a spin move, takes it off the glass. Off the rim, tipped around, Shoemaker with the rebound. Shoemaker tries to get the ball down the floor, but it's picked off by a Sear, and we're headed back the other way by the Broncos. Mahoney with the ball out top. Looks to the wing, spot shot for three. Hard off the glass, rebounded by Perry. Minneapolis headed the other way. Shoemaker fills the lane. Perry takes it the full length of the floor, and she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two as Tribble fouls her in the act of shooting.
Foul number 10, right Tribble, her second.
That's a 17th foul on the Lady Broncos, so Minneapolis will be at the line shooting 1-on-1. Jessa Perry first with a two-shot foul. First free throw's up and in. Checking in for the Broncos, Katie Coker. Mahoney will take a seat. I don't understand that. They're taking Mahoney out. She doesn't have foul trouble. That foul shot way short of the mark.
Every now and then, Jessica just needs some more muscle power there.
Another bowl of Cheerios.
Yeah. Another week in the weight room.
Doherty at the top of the ball, hands it off to Wassinger with the ball, and she's fouled by Jessa Perry. Jessa thought she could get in there and steal that ball away. She gets hand. Jessa's second personal. Team foul number 6 by the Lady Lions. Wassinger with the ball. She dribbles it out of bounds. It's going to be Minneapolis ball. Defensive pressure applied by Jessa Perry, and there's a turnover. Another turnover caused by that defensive pressure. Donovan inbounds to Perry. Lady Lions up by 22, 41-19. Perry to Atwell on the left side. Megan Donovan caught in the lane. Violation. Mallory Goeth off the bench for the Lions, and she'll take Megan's spot. Minneapolis still full court, man-to-man defense. They go over the top to Doherty, and that ball's almost picked off by Perry. Backs it back out to Washington. Washington tries to drive baseline. Minneapolis there for the pickup. Skip pass into Sear. Back out top. Picked off by Atwell. Perry streaks down the floor. She goes in for the layup and count the basket. 43-19. Minneapolis up by 24. Doherty with the ball at the half-court line. Over the top, Perry with a hand on it. Crossing picks up the loose ball. Minneapolis headed back the other way. Shoemaker brings it down for the Lions. Takes it to the top of the circle, swings it over to Perry. Perry looking inside to Goeth. Goeth with the drive around Sear. Mallory pulls up with an 8-footer. 45-19. Minneapolis out 26 now. Wassinger with the ball for the Lady Broncos, guarded by Perry. Perry with a nice steal. She's tripped, but no foul called. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos. Turn it over to the Lady Lions. Megan Donovan off the bench. She'll take Jess Perry's spot. Check that. Jordan Cross and Krista Frazier in for Jess Perry. Mallard inbound to Atwell. Just under 6 minutes to go in the final period. Minneapolis up by 26. Swing it to the right side to Shoemaker. Shoemaker looking inside. Mallory pops out to the top of the circle. Backs it back out to Atwell. Atwell guarded by Wassinger. Nice crossover dribble by Atwell to get in the lane. Kicks it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker looking for three.
Timeout, Lions.
Just as Shoemaker eyes that three ball, Coach Darrell up and takes a full timeout. Check that.
45-19, 5:28 to go in the game. Well, Vic, I like what these two games are doing for the ladies' confidence. They seem to be working well together. I'm kind of anxious to see what they can start to do against a little stiffer competition now.
Keep carrying that on. I mean, if the girls play like this, they're gonna be in ball games.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Might even get exciting around regional time. Who knows?
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Yes.
See, the JV boys have made their way back over here. Don't know where we have a check mark in the win column or not. Minneapolis comes out of the timeout up by 26, 45-19 with 5:28 to go in the game. On the floor for the Lions, Atwell, Frazier, Shoemaker, Donovan and Goeth. Minneapolis to inbound. Frazier gets it into Shoemaker. Shoemaker's going to be picked up top of the circle by Tribble. Frazier on the wing with the ball, guarded by, she kicks it out the top to Donovan. Donovan swings it to the left side to Shoemaker. Minneapolis just run, nice entry pass.
Possession arrow to the Lions.
Jarrah Shoemaker tries to get it inside to Mallory. Nice entry pass, good look. Ball tipped out by Russell. Tied up, Minneapolis will retain possession. Pressure on the inbound by Russell. Frazier gets it into Shoemaker. Shoemaker guarded by Tribble. Gets it off to Atwell. Atwell with a nice drive, looks inside. The ball kicked around. Donovan kicks it back out to Atwell on the right side. Audie with a nice drive, little 6-foot runner. 47-19, Minneapolis at 28.
Had another pull, pivot foot down there that could have been called, I think.
Washington with the ball for the
I can't complain if they don't call them on us, I guess.
That's exactly right. Washington looking inside. Tribble spots from the baseline. Rims around. Mallory Goeth with the rebound. She cleared out a couple Broncos on the way to that rebound. Long pass to Frazier down to the baseline. Krista brings it back out to Shoemaker, top of the circle. Over to Donovan, swinging around the perimeter. Mallory. Florian, no match for Mallory. She gets her on her left hip and just takes her to the glass. Mallory 2 points off the backboard, 49-19. Minneapolis out by 30 now. Donovan with a nice deny underneath. Lady Lions headed back the other way. Shoemaker with the ball. Takes it back out top, looks set the offense. It's over to Donovan. Go with cuts across the paint. Dribble move inside, drop down pass to Shoemaker off the glass. Nice give and go. Minneapolis clicking on all cylinders right now, Dale. Look inside to Florissant, coach up. Russell, coach off the bench, takes a 30-second timeout. 51-19. Minneapolis enjoys their largest lead of the game, 32. We got 3:18 to go in the game.
Very nice.
Lions on track to score the most points they've scored all season. Lions are playing with a whole lot more confidence.
Oh yeah, you can see it so easily.
Allie Catron off the bench for the Lady Lions. She's going to take Mallory's spot. Looks like Mallory might be done today. Russell on that perimeter looking to throw up the outside shot. There's a three-point shot on its way that doesn't get anything but air. But it's run down. Runner in the paint. Rebounded by
Cummings.
Katie Jo Cummins. She's in the lineup for Minneapolis right now. Shoemaker with the ball. Brings it over to Frazier. Frazier backs it out, reset the offense. Crossing pops out top of the circle. Looking inside to Shoemaker. Allie Catron. Left side of the circle. Down low to Cummins. Cummins off the glass. Rebounded by Florian for the Broncos. 2.5 to go in the game. Long pass down the court. Count the basket. Lindsey Jacobs. Shoemaker with the ball. Looks inside to crossing. Dribble down. Gordon with a nice move in the paint. 5-foot jumper. 53-21. Minneapolis still by 32. We're under 2 minutes to go. Florian with the ball. Drive on the baseline. It's going to be blocked by Crossen, but Allie Catron is going to be for the pushing foul. Jordan blocks the shot. That put Florian on the line, shooting 2, 1:49 to go.
Number 41, Allie Catron, for first. 17 fouls.
Both teams with 7 fouls. Florian shot in front of the rim, rolls up off board in. Donovan in for toss. Florian's second attempt. On its way. Good. Cutsy, 53-23. Shoemaker just drives down, takes it off the glass. Makes it look pretty easy. Jarris had a good night shooting the ball tonight. Jacobs kick back out front. Point shot on its way. Allie Catron clears glass line. Cummins with the ball. Pass picked off. Headed back the other way as Lady goes. Drives all the way down. And that ball's going to stay with Russell. Jess Perry back in the lineup for Minneapolis. Chris Frazier will take a seat. We got 1:14 to go in the period. Line drive. She's like Katie Jo Cummins. That's going to put Russell on the line, shooting a 1-on-1.
Number 33, Katie Cummings, for first. 18 fouls.
1:07 to go in the game. 55-23 Lions.
And Coker will get the shot. Second attempt off the rim. Rebound run down by Jenkins. Back out top, swinging over to the right side, back top of the key.